You're not as good as you think you are. Now, why am I saying that? Because for so many years, I was under the impression that just because I was doing a lot, that I was somehow getting a lot done. And I felt proud of how hard I was working, and it gave me a false sense of achievement. This is the thing. Sometimes because we're out and about and we're doing things, and maybe you're emailing people, you're DMing people, you're calling people, you think that, you're progressing. Now, although that does improve your ability and your skill set over time, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting any better. And sometimes, many of us, we're actually engaging in actions that have nothing to do with the end result, or will not lead to the end result. I once learned from a very successful entrepreneur. He told me, Ali, there is activity and then there is income producing activity. Where do you spend more of your time? Just in activities that you think are helping you, or in income producing activities that actually put money in your pockets? Because there's a big difference. In the world of sales, what actually leads to the result? Is it reading books, or is it picking up the phone and making dials? Speaking to qualified decision makers. What is it? It's obviously speaking to the decision makers and pitching to them, right? And I found myself in this loop where I was just tricking myself into thinking that I was improving, but I wasn't. I wasn't getting any better. And it gave me a false sense of achievement, because the metrics that I was looking at, I was judging myself on. So I'd feel so proud. Oh, I sent this many emails. Yeah, but did you get a sale out of it? Did you get a new partnership out of it? No. Then you're not any better. Then you haven't progressed the business. What matters is collecting the trophies. Now, of course, the man you become in the process is very important. But if you're just doing a lot and you're not actually closing any business or collecting any trophies, then you're probably engaging in the wrong actions. You're not being productive with the work that you're doing. You're focusing on vanity metrics that delude you into thinking that you're getting better, but you're not. A great example of this, for those of you that watch football, or soccer, as you guys in the US call it, the manager of England, Gareth Southgate, was just fired after England lost against Spain on Sunday. And it was, I believe, his second back-to-back, it was his second final that he lost in 4 years. And he's a great guy, very nice guy, very well liked, but he just wasn't able to bring back the trophy. And in the real world, that's what matters. You can't move to a safer neighborhood because you want to. No, you actually have to have the ability, the means to do that. You can't buy a nicer car just because you saw a picture of it on Google. No, you actually have to have the money to buy the damn car. So I don't want you guys to feel that, man, I'm hustling, I'm grinding. Okay, but what has it yielded? And I'm not saying this to make you feel bad about what you're doing. I want you to review what you're doing and start thinking about how you could do it more productively, more effectively, to actually get the result that you're after. This is something I'm constantly doing right now. I'm always assessing where I'm at with my business and what I need to improve on. And I'm always looking to make changes. Because if you've been doing certain things for a certain period of time without the outcome desired, then you have to make an adjustment. Otherwise, you'll get the same outcome repeated again after a certain period of time. So you've got to throw a spanner in the works. You've got to make different decisions in order to get different results. So many of us are caught up in this whole mentality of I'm hustling. Man, everyone loves saying that. I'm hustling. Okay, but what have you achieved? Are you any closer to the goals that you've set for yourself? Because there's no point having 5,000 followers if your goal was to make $5,000 a month. Okay, great. The followers maybe will help at some point. But are you any closer to getting to that $5,000 a month? And if you're not, why not? This is the message behind this video. It's to understand why you're not any closer to your goals and stop focusing on vanity metrics that trick you, that feed your ego. Oh yeah, but you've got more followers. Yeah, but you're still broke. You know, what matters here? What's going to impact your life immediately? Is it the money or is it the followers? Now, if you're doing things strategically, you're building a content empire, all right, then that's a different story. And you've got a funnel that you want to direct people to at some point, different story. If you're approaching the game strategically, different. But if you're focusing on things that aren't really going to get you any closer to your goals, then you're looking in the wrong direction. And you've got to be honest about your capabilities, man. You can't lie to yourself. Are you as good as you think you are? If you're not, then that's your sign to go back to the drawing board and make some changes. Maybe you're not as good at pitching as you thought you were. Maybe you talk too much and the customer gets bored and hangs up. Maybe you speak too quietly and so they can't really hear you properly, and then because they can't hear you properly, they get frustrated and hang up. Maybe you just sound like a fucking robot, like ChatGPT, and they're like, who is this guy? So you got to keep it real with yourself, man. If you're a trader like I am, you know, you got to look at your performance and you got to keep it real. Am I just being reckless, and am I just jumping balls deep into the market every day without any plan, without any strategy, without any risk management? This is why I have a trading journal, which is conveniently right on my desk. I have this trading journal so that I can keep it real with myself. The numbers don't lie. And if you're looking at the numbers in your life right now and you're like, man, this is shit, there's a good reason why. Investigate. Investigate that reason. Why? Why am I not any closer to achieving that goal? What's holding me back? Stop lying to yourself, man. Stop telling people, yeah, I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Are you though? Are you? Keep it real, man. That's the only way you're going to improve. Keep it real. Stop lying to yourself, man. We all do that. We feed ourselves comforting lies because we don't really want to look at ourselves in the mirror and know that we're shit at something. But your life will start changing when you look at yourself and you start critically analyzing yourself and criticizing yourself for the better. Look, this is all done out of self-love. It's not done out of degradation or self-hate or anything like that. No, you're keeping it real because you care about yourself and you want yourself to do better. So stop lying to yourself. Have that conversation with yourself today and be like, man, am I actually any closer to my goals, or am I just pretending to be some fucking big shot? I had several of those conversations with myself over the last few years. I didn't want to be a pretender, someone who thought he was good, but in reality the marketplace judged him as someone who wasn't good. The numbers don't lie, man. The marketplace will compensate you based on the value that you provide. So are you providing genuine value? Well, look at your bank account as a metric. It's not the only thing that matters, of course, but if you're an entrepreneur, it's certainly the thing to look at. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, comment. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. See you in the next one.